Morning, everybody. Thank you again for joining me this morning. And I'm very excited for what the Lord has been speaking to us about, the revelation that He's been sharing with us. And I can honestly say I can take no credit. When the word comes, when God speaks, light comes. And so I am merely just sharing with you the light that has come to me based on the messages that Pastor John and Pastor Sharon have brought to us, the messages that Pastor Christy has been bringing to us, which I must encourage you to go and listen again to these previous Sunday messages. Powerful light that has the life of God in it to change us. So I'm going to just pick up where we ended last time. And that was when you begin to awaken and strength comes to you and you begin to move spiritually speaking. You begin to think a little bit more spiritually. You begin to speak a little bit more spiritually. You begin to behave a little bit more spiritually, love more spiritually, respond to people spiritually, think more spiritually, be in your workplace a little bit more spiritual. What's going to happen? The tempter is going to come and put pressure on you to take your eyes off, to make you think that this is the hard way to be like God, to make you think that there's another way, an easier way, a way that looks good, because that is his ultimate trick, is he makes his way seem good, easier, good, and it's not. So we're going to pick up there. So when a message is delivered to you on Sunday, you leave the auditorium or you leave listening to a morning moment, and immediately there's pressure. There's pressure on your thinking. There's a pressure on your response to the word. How are you responding? How are you going to respond? And remember, I gave you Psalms 46 verse 10. Be still. Don't take the pressure of the enemy to speak words that are your habit, that are your comfort, but be still. And so this is what I wanted to get into this morning, which is really very exciting to me. If in moments of pressure, where the pressure comes on you to test your response to the word, you find within yourself very little response spiritually, a spiritual response, and you want to go back to a habitual, or put it this way, unconscious, almost on autopilot way of responding because it's more comfortable, then this is what's happening to you. Excuse me. You need more spiritual strength. You need spiritual food. Why do I say that? Because the food that we've been talking about from Matthew, remember Jesus said in Matthew 4 verse 4, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. So what are you looking for? You're looking for more spiritual strength, because remember, it's the word of God that upholds you and sustains you. So if you find yourself unable to deal with the pressure of what's your response, how you're being moved, then identify what it is that's happening with you, that you are actually spiritually starving. You are spiritually hungry. You're not insecure. You're not what the enemy likes to lie to us about, that you are useless or pathetic or you're just a shameful human being. No, identify what's happening in you, and that's that you need food. You need spiritual food to be able to deal with the pressure and the resistance that the enemy is bringing on you, to respond in the way that maybe you've always responded, in a habitual, unconscious way. So you need more spirit life to uphold you, to sustain you, to keep you going. Why? so that you and I can respond spiritually to anything that we encounter in our day-to-day environment, in our family. If your wife or your husband or your child or whatever it is puts pressure on you in a natural way, maybe with a little bit of frustration, a little bit of anger, or however it is, they put pressure on you to see what your response is going to be. If you find yourself not responding spiritually, then identify you are hungry, you are starving. Your spirit needs more sustenance to respond spiritually. And that's what we're going to get into in the next session, identifying that you are spiritually hungry and what that actually means for your life. Thank you for joining me this morning.